it up. Sometimes I turn, I don't know if I did on that one. Might have turned it all the way around to do a little loop. You can pull it a little bit longer. And I have even added an extra piece of clay. Yeah, that one I went all the way around with. Thank you for being Vanna. Okay, so that part's done. So next, okay, now when you're handling it, sometimes it kind of crushes in. So just take a dowel or something and push it back out. So now what I want to do is take another piece of this, and I want this one to be plain because this is going to be the lip. And usually I just cut out like a Taco Bell, like a bell shape. You can cut out a few of them and see which ones you like. But for you guys, I actually did some templates if you want to copy them.
Okay.
I usually do my own. I don't like this one. I am going to flare it out just a little wider right there. Okay. So I'm going to want to then, you know, anytime you have a pitcher spout, you want to thin. That's too thick. I want to thin the edges. Now I'll leave the bottom part. It's fine like it is. But to help with pouring, if this is really going to be used as a pitcher, you need to thin the edges, because I don't know if you know this, but when you make pitchers or anything that pours, even a teapot spout, the thinner the tip is, the better it pours. It won't drip as much. So I'll just go wet it and go around and around. And notice I'm kind of curling it up a little bit too. So this is going to fit on, and it's better if you're looking at the back side so you get it right where you want it. You want it straight in front of you. Might thin that just a little bit more. And I'm going to score with my fingernail. And I'm going to thin that a little bit too. So I don't know, you might want to come up here to see this part. I don't know if you can see.
How far?
Maybe just barely below. But what I'm going to do, okay, a gallon of water, 3 tablespoons of liquid sodium silicate, which you can buy a little jar of it in here probably, and 3 grams of soda ash, which I think, okay, it's a 1.5 teaspoons of soda ash. You mix that in, and I have just a little empty vitamin jar that I put extra pieces of clay in and mix the magic water in with it. And I just take a paintbrush, and when I'm scoring and slipping, I just, do that. It just really helps. Oh, look what I did. I did that backwards. Okay, don't listen to what I say. Okay, on this one, I should have cut it in on both. But it's can overlap.
I always have to stop and think for a moment.
Yes, and I should know that, but now, anyway, I'll do it. I'll overlap it the way I cut it. It'll be fine.
So cut both in.
Yes,
both ends in.
Yes, that should have, yes. But I'm gonna do it this way. And I
Then
really
you don't
would
need
like
overlap.
just a little bit of water. But it works really well. I can spell. Okay. It is the recipe. That is so quickly, but I've got another one, and you do have to be careful when you're taking off, or you will slice your finger. But I've got another one that I've used so much that it has gone down. I'm like, I can always use an extra one of these.
Does everybody have a slab? Oh, that's lovely.
So, okay, so what I'm gonna do first, I'm gonna just kind of outline this whole thing. And as hand builders, you probably already know this, but a lot of people just put their piece down in the middle of the, go to the edge, because you might be able to use that other piece of clay. So I'll find a place there. I'm gonna just lightly mark where I'm gonna be, like that area, and texture it before I cut out the template. Because if you cut out the template and then roll on it, you smash your edges and everything. So texture that part first. I'll just go with this one for now. I've got other templates like these, a lot of, not templates, textures right here. If you want to use, I had so many textures, but I didn't bring everything because I didn't want to overwhelm.
Did you make those long pins?
Oh no, these I bought from Vermont.
Pottery Company. Vermont Pottery Company puts out some nice
Yes,
ones.
it's Vermont Pottery Works by Elaine Diamond. If you look up Vermont Pottery Works.
Another one, a good one is Clay Share Marketplace.
Yeah.
And because the key thing is they're made specifically for clay and they give you nice deep relief.
Yeah. A lot of times, like this one's not complete. It's not. But I don't want to erase it and do it again. Every time you do this, you're thinning your clay even more. So I don't really want to get it too thin. And I'm fine. You know, it doesn't have. Some people are like, oh, I don't like that, and then do it again and again and again.
That's amazing.
By the time you get the glaze on, well, yours might show more. My glazes, you know, are going to cover some areas, and the glaze doesn't, you know, it doesn't have to be perfect. So I just want you to know that. So what I'm going to do is cut straight up and down right here at the top, and straight on the bottom. And here's another Dollar Tree, these knives, at Dollar Tree, you used to be able to get a pack of 6. I like these better than fettling knives. They are, I don't know if they still sell them at Dollar Tree, but if they do, get them, because fettling knives are too thick. These have a nice, it's not, I mean, I could cut myself if I really tried, but they're just cheap, good things to work with. Okay, at this end, I'm gonna do an angle, about a 45-degree angle, where it's gonna overlap, and I'll show you in a minute to explain that. Now, one end goes under the template, the other one goes up, see, I went under that way, I'm going on top of the template this way. So here we go with this.
How thick did y'all roll the slabs?
I usually do about a 1/4 of an inch. We did 3/8 last night, but okay. So now I thought I brought some. I use magic water in my slip. I don't know if you guys do that or not. I didn't bring my. I thought I brought it, but I didn't.
Now, what's in magic water? I usually put a little bit of vinegar.
A lot of people do vinegar. I was taught that in college to use vinegar. Magic water is it's Lana Wilson. It's Lana Wilson's magic water. It's a gallon of water. Look it up. It's like 2 tablespoons or something of sodium silicate. Before you write it down, let me look it up real quick.